about basically we left that old poor lady's house, and it was really glitchy, so that part's cut out. But basically, we had to call Hastings, and I forgot even what he said on the phone because I was so mad at this not working that I have no idea. But we're here to talk to this man who's been drinking. The guy who I think his wife or whoever, her name is Betty. She died. She was murdered at the beach. She was the B, so she wasn't a B. She was the letter B. And yeah, he's at my apartment drinking and eating cookies. So we came straight from the old lady's house basically to here. I'm so bad at telling stories. Here we go. See what's going on. How do we do the observation? Yes.
This man is tired.
Gosh, every time we see this man, he looks worse and worse. That's how. Oh, okay. It's his shadow. I'm like, the 5 o'clock shadow could have been animated better, I thought. Dark circles. He's still drinking. Crumpled clothes. They don't look that crumpled to me.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Sleeping in your clothes is not comfortable, no matter what. Unless, I don't know. All right. I start a dialogue. Why is he here?
Mr. Pardo, I don't know why I'm here.
I don't know why you're here either. Become impatient with his indecision. Accuse him of being guilty. I don't think he killed anyone. Reassure him about the fact that he will be listened to. I'm just gonna be impatient.
I am not going to play games with you, Mr. Fraser.
You don't understand me. Mr. Pardo, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Did he witness it and do nothing? Become impatient, encourage him to continue. Point out this is not a psychoanalysis office. Psychoanalyst. Be a little patient now.
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
No, I don't have a drink. He needs to stop drinking. Oh, he's reassured. It's been a while since I did okay on that.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her around the throat.
What?
And I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back. And I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Her sister?
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl.
This is wrong.
But I would never tell her about my dream.
Yeah, I think that would ruin
Why
the
not?
relationship.
Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting.
He obviously has anger
Let
towards
us now
Betty.
try and get our brain cells to work.
Because she was cheating on him and, leading him on or whatever. But she's dead, so he probably feels like guilty about the anger he felt he never got to resolve with her. Because I'm a psychoanalyst. How should Donald's dream be interpreted? I mean, let's see. Donald was in love with Betty. Okay. I mean, was he a violent man? Donald is tired. Okay, he obviously feels guilty about her death. And he likes Megan. Which would probably confuse him even more. And he's tired. No. The 2 murders were premeditated and were carried out by the same murderer. No, that's not anything to do with this. He doesn't kill Megan. Alright, let's take this out. I don't think he really likes Megan. Man, these are weird. Maybe it has something to do with Megan. No. I feel like, do we know he was a violent man? I thought he just had a temper. I feel like the dream definitely has to do with him feeling guilty about what's her face? I don't know, actually. I don't feel like that has anything to do with anything. Okay. he was in love with Betty, and he likes Megan, and he feels guilty. I feel like this is obvious, but it's not at the same time. Okay. Donald is starting to have feelings for Megan. He feels guilty about abandoning Betty. I guess.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Already?
Please go on. Do.
In love?
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister?
That's just...
Certainly.
God.
And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time
Did
up.
he ask to meet with
It
us?
is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Honestly, like...
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Yeah, it's pretty
Well,
sad.
women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him.
Is that healthy?
Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Oh, so we're just gonna, like, do one-on-ones with everyone now? Miss Thora Gray. She's the one that I don't like, and that old lady doesn't like. Miss Carmichael. Mrs. Carmichael.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
Alright. Remind her that she did not see anybody on the day of the murder. I thought she did. Accuse her of having lied. Because Miss Carmichael said she did. Alright, I'm going to accuse her of lying.
You lied to us, and I demand to know why.
But what are you talking about?
Oh, you know.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you
Destabilized.
talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it.
did you forget?
But it wasn't important.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was just a salesman.
Uh-huh.
One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Yeah.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size. Glasses. Dark suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
How you know somebody's harmless just by
Nothing
looking
else?
at them?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident. But he wasn't.
Indicate that she lied about leaving Churston. Ask whether she resigned of her own free will. Point out that her departure is suspicious. It is, but we know why kinda she left, don't we? I'm gonna ask some questions.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man. And he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
Yeah. Ask if... Ugh. Ask if she will collect the objects. Ask if she will return to Churston. Say that the objects presented a risk. She left them around, like, they said that because, like, she didn't want to be accused of thievery or something, though. Say that the objects presented a risk. A risk in what way? Will she collect them? I don't know.
It was too risky for you to keep these objects, am I correct?
Right? Isn't that right?
Risky? What was the risk?
Yo, she playing games with me? What? Are we gonna have firecrackers out tonight? Accuse her of holding the murder weapon. Oh, the knife? Say that the curse of the dragon is on her. Say that Lady Clark would have accused her of theft. Right, wouldn't she?
You know very well what Lady Clark might have said if you had kept these objects.
Indeed. These objects were gifts. But Lady Clark would have been convinced that I'd stolen them. By returning them, I put an end to such evil
Why would you
gossip.
just leave them all on the table like
Yeah.
that?
I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
What?
How dare you ask such a question?
He said yes or no, Thora.
Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
His
Thank
letters
you, mademoiselle.
were mixed messages.
I will not keep you any longer.
I don't see we got any ego points for that. I didn't see anything. I feel like we did that pretty well.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I don't
I
like her.
accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright. Would Thora have married Sir Michael if he had lived? I don't think so. I think maybe he might have tried to marry her. But she was kissing his brother. Thora Grey stayed behind to settle Sir Carmichael's affairs. Sir Claude, he was close to her, but had after a brooch, she took it. She likes Franklin, I guess. I mean, that's all the evidence you need. Thora's evasive with a blah blah blah. Thora is a seductress. I don't think so. Sir Carmichael found Thora charming. Yeah, but she was like all business or whatever. He was close to her. He offered her a brooch. No. I'm not gonna call her a seductress. She likes Franklin, right? Alright, you got me here with these riddles, Poirot. Thora is evasive about her relationship with... I don't think she would have married him. She likes Franklin. Right? She was just there to do her job. I've tried all of these options and they're like, no, it's not this. Try something else. I'm not gonna give up that she liked Franklin. I don't think she's a seductress, but I don't like her. She was evasive. I feel like this is the right answers, but it's not. So that's really interesting. And do we even really know if she likes Franklin? Maybe she don't like him. Okay, she handled his affairs. They were close. He gave her a brooch. It's saying, like, would Thor have married him? But they're only giving me stuff about Carmichael and his feelings. Which is stupid. Thor wanted to be married and certainly would have succeeded in doing so. She did? What evidence points to that?
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself.
Yeah, I knew that.
Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
Oh, but why did she
What
kiss
if
his
Sir
brother?
Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary?
So confused.
That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's
I
calculating.
don't like her.
Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
But not Franklin? Why was she
I
kissing
see. You
Franklin?
think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother.
Oh.
Poirot, your world is a very dark
This
place.
is a dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new?
Gosh,
Let
these
us now try and get our brain cells
These-
to work.
brain cells, these are difficult. You wouldn't think so. Is there another common point between the murders? I was trying to give Thora the benefit of the doubt, but apparently I was wrong. Is there another common point between the murders? Okay. No objects. Miss Archer's personal effects. Oh, like the stuff was left behind or whatever? The murderer is a seducer. Okay, she saw him. Thora's unable to scratch stuff. Betty's Moffat is upset. I think it's supposed to say mother. Betty's mother is upset that her daughter never got to wear her gift, a box of stockings. Okay, so there was stuff left behind? Like, because those are the ones... No. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Is there another common point between the murders? That maybe he's like out in public? He's like not shy? No? Okay. Unable to precisely describe the salesman. Oi. Another, he's a seducer. A stocking box and an accountant book. No objects for sale in the shop. It's popular. Stockings. There are many people. I don't know. There's another common point between the murders. I mean, he's a seducer, right? So he's like a con artist, like, cause he was like door to door talking to her. No, it's not that combination. Unable to precisely describe. There's just no witnesses. I feel like, didn't I try this already? A stocking box and an accountant book. Oh, there was another stockings thing that I have no idea. Zero clue. He likes stockings also? Okay, yeah. I swear that I clicked this already. Before each murder, the victim or someone close to them were in a situation where they could buy stockings.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
Alright, I guess I'll give Jop a call. I don't feel like I deserved any of that recognition or anything like that.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
That's pretty narrowing it down. Oh, Doncaster. This is the man.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
He lied.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Why doesn't he look well? Is he alright? These are the type, like, these kind of serial killers who have, like, agendas.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Excuse me?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
This is about the woman. What's wrong, Hastings? Go and collect the post. Hastings. What's this? Oh, see what this is.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The Alphabet Murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the Alphabet Murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy.
Oh.
As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population.
Well,
Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Is this our report? I want to see the...
Royal...
Oh my gosh, he's not gonna read
It's
the whole thing again, is he?
Yes,
Oh, he is.
on the one. After,
I want to see the last page.
go to the
dude.
last. Daily Blag, August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case.
Okay.
Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
You gonna insult my mustache?
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Well, okay. Very interesting, not really. What else? What else is new in the old apartment? Wow, they're gonna be popping fireworks. Of course they are, because why wouldn't they? It's not the 4th of July, but who cares? Alright, I'm pretty sure... Oh, we have to look at these again? Are we on page D? No, we're on the wrong page.
Churston, Devon, population 500 inhabitants. Hourly of trains.
We're on the wrong page, Poirot. Hastings hunting. Why is this book here?
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
I wonder why he's upset with me, though. It's because I accused Thora of adultery? Alright, the post. What's over here, though?
It is not the right time.
What, to look at that? Can we look at ourselves in the mirror, then? It's always the right time for that. Come on. Somebody said our mustache was looking dull. Poirot? Not ours. Alright. So we got... Oh!
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th.
Isn't that today?
So long. ABC.
I swear that's today.
I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
How much proof do you need, Poirot? This is like about to be the 4th murder. You want to go look at the typecast again? Let's go. Alright, we're comparing the new letter.
Let us examine this more closely.
Alright, the eyes have it. Sir.
Certain characters in the 2 letters may have similar defects. Yes, this eye is weird.
And it's just like this eye.
Yes, the eye characters in the 2 letters do indeed have the same defects.
And the A.
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
He's using the same typewriter. Here, the A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
Here we are.
That's right. The A characters in the 2 letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Is it the letter T? I don't know. It doesn't look that strange. It kind of stands out. I thought it was the W last time, but I'm not seeing one. Oh yeah, the W is like kind of faded out. That's right.
The W is not printed properly.
It is not.
Of course, the W characters in the 2 letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These 2 letters were written with the same typewriter.
which we have always already established, but, you know, whatever.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Kind of want
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
I want to chat with Hastings and, like, see what's wrong. Did I miss my chance to talk to him? Because I feel like we need to be buddies on this. Well, I need your support, Hastings. What's wrong? What's wrong?
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Okay. I thought I needed, like, some kind of, this time for the burned documents. Don't I need, like, some kind of liquid or something for this?
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may be important.
Wait a second. How do I, is this how?
Now, down to work.
Alright, let's go. We got a puzzle?
All of this needs putting in order a little.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Good old-fashioned puzzle, I hope. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting when it came to puzzles. Can I rotate these or... Nope. Well, did you hear that? Okay, how exactly are we putting this together? Exactly. Alright, okay, just like that. This looks like it goes here, but I guess it doesn't. This probably goes here. See, a puzzle? A good old-fashioned puzzle? I like that.
This page is finished.
Perfect.
That's done. 3 more to go.
Let me go over here. See what I can work out. These pages are so, like, small looking. But they're actually, I guess, like, normal sized pieces of paper. I'm not
This
sure.
page is finished.
Like, they look like little post-it notes or something.
And that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
Don't say that too fast, Poirot. You never know what the twist could be.
This piece should be placed here.
It's a good thing I'm a master at puzzles. Genius.
I think that this is right.
One more?
This page is finished.
This is like one of the easiest ones we had to do
Only
so far.
one more. Keep going.
I appreciate his encouragement through this challenging ordeal. Well, this is like the hardest one. That's weird.
This does not look too difficult.
Until I said that, of course.
It's so simple. This page is finished.
Perfect. We got them all done.
All the pages are reconstructed.
Okay, now we have to do that glue trick. Or whatever glue. I don't know. The water trick? Do we
A
have
bottle of solvent.
exactly... I think we have to put the cloth on it first.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
Yes. Tell me how
A dry cloth.
how you want to do this, Poirot. Tell me how this is done.
A bottle of solvent.
He's not doing anything with it.
A dry cloth.
Do I have to, like, clean stuff up? What do you want to do?
A bottle of solvent.
Am I supposed to tip this over? What do I do with this? I forgot what he said to do.
All the pages are reconstructed.
Got that. No. How do I put
A
this
bottle of solvent.
on here? Like,
A bottle of solvent.
sometimes the mechanics are so weird. There we go. See? Well, I'm like, what? So weird.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Okay. Now let's take this, put it on the papers.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
Oh, is this our medical records?
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
Snooping.
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
Oh, that's right.
All
the
right,
garden.
but where did the person who burned them find them?
In the cabinet, right? Of the doctor's place? Read the reconstructed documents. Alright.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
Okay. I forget he's a throat doctor.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Oh, that's him!
While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma.
Oh, head trauma.
Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
That's very interesting. That's not gonna be good though when he goes on trial. They're gonna be like, oh, you didn't know what he was doing. You forgot or something.
Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel
Oh,
in
he's
Doncaster.
next.
Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Does Poirot even know that he's got the serial killer's, like, documents right here? Where did the burned documents come from? From the medical cabinet? I thought we were just there. He was a throat doctor. Doctors came from Dr. Clark's patient records. Yeah, we knew that much.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
Come on, Poirot, you know. Oh, phone's ringing. Excuse me? I'll just go get that. I bet it's Detective Jap. There's been a murder and blah blah blah, because we were sitting out here talking.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Aha! Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust. How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, But after that, nobody knows where he went.
He went to Donbury. Oh, indicate the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Say to search all of Doncaster. I mean, he's going to kill that man at the hotel.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
We know
Trust
everything.
me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Encourage job. Call instead of job. I mean, gosh, that's a good one. Man, I don't know. Should we call instead? Or should Job do it? Maybe we should call.
Chief Inspector, I would rather call myself.
As you wish.
Maybe
Please
because
go
he'll
ahead.
like cause a panic and we gotta catch this guy. And
Hello, the Black Swan. Hercule Poirot here. May I speak to the owner?
Speaking. Dick Dudley Dunbar. How can I help you?
Is there Mr. Cust among your guests?
He arrived today. Shall I call him for you?
we need to get Domber out of there.
No, it is you I wish to speak with.
But who is this
Oh,
Cust?
I messed up. Say that he's a crook. Say that he's a killer. Ask if he's heard about the investigation. Oh, snap. I don't know, because he is a killer. Let's not mince words.
A murderer.
A murderer? Under my roof? It's not possible. I don't believe it. Do you think that Cust might be dangerous? Oh, I do hope you're wrong. He seems so harmless, you know. Oh, yes, completely harmless.
Warn him that Cust is dangerous. Put the danger into perspective. Cust is only a suspect. No, he's gonna kill this man.
Do not be fooled. He has already killed 3 people and you are next.
Maybe we're doing a little
A
sloppy
murderer?
job.
Under my
I'm
roof?
just trying to get him to like
Good
believe
God.
me.
Dunbar, can you hear me? Dunbar! Hello?
Wait, does this man have
Dunbar
heart
has had
problems?
malaise. That's all we needed. I'm calling the Doncaster police. I hope they get there quickly.
Maybe we could handle that better.
Hello, Poirot. We have some good news. The police in Doncaster have caught our man
Alright,
at the
that's
Black
good
Swan
news.
Hotel.
Whew.
They're sending him here by train.
What if I talked to
How
him?
is the hotel
That would've
owner?
been so bad.
He had a heart attack.
Oh my
he was
god.
taken
Oh my.
to the hospital.
How old is this man? He had a heart attack?
Oh no. It is my fault. When I told him the killer was at his hotel,
Okay.
I should have been more considerate.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Come on, Poirot. You weren't to know he had a weak
Yeah,
heart.
I only knew about his like. Wait, did it say that in his medical records? Yo, I knew his medical records, but I didn't know he had a weak heart.
But I should have known. I saw his medical records.
Do not torture yourself, Poirot. His attack was not fatal thanks to the quick intervention of the ambulance team.
Please keep me informed on his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the murderer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents.
No, of course.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
At least we saved someone, even though we almost killed them. I feel bad.
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our number 1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
Never.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
That's why he was cranky with me? Okay. Still feel bad about that Donberg guy. Whatever.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Almost killed him. I should have remembered his medical records. I don't remember if they said anything about his bad heart, but I kind of think they did. Oh man, look at this place kind of run down. Let's take a gander.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
A taxi waiting for somebody? Alright. Modest.
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
Literally, the cat has its own seat. A cushion with hairs. Cat portrait and a toy. A cork on the end of a piece of string.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
It probably helps with the mice, too. She's out here. Is she knitting? Ma'am.
How do you do?
Oh, those are
You must be
potatoes.
Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
She's a little chipper. Does she know what this is about? Tell her that she's of great help. Get annoyed seeing her peel potatoes? Why would I be annoyed with that?
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
Oh, she's...
I
oh,
think
shoot.
you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so
Wow.
harmless.
Okay, she's one of these.
Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland
Well,
Yard.
this lady's been following the case. Congratulate her for her observation. Ask her how she knew about the ABC. Let's keep building her ego.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd.
Okay.
Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Ask her if it was blood. Ask where the stains were. She said they were on his coat.
Do you think it was blood?
Well, when I saw them, I thought, look, he spilled his wine or his soup all over himself. But now that I think about it, well, they did look like blood.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
She is so
Do
excited.
you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhurst by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
I would say so. Ask her to continue. Point out that Bexhill is not the only seaside resort. Nah, let's keep her talking. She's giving me all the details.
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Ask for more details about the newspaper. Ask when he started buying new papers. When did he start buying them?
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Is that when? I mean, when did they start writing about him? Thanks. She was helpful.
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Yeah, she's humming, singing her little happy song. Welcoming smile. Relaxed posture. She's doing her little job. Smooth movements.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
I really would like to help, but I think I've said all I have to say.
Thank you. You have been most helpful.
Most helpful.
At your service.
Madame. Alright, we've got his key, so... Oh, there's something here, the register? Oh, this is the key. Before that, what's this?
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
What? What is it? Oh, wait, I gotta get the key. Please get the key.
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Alright, we'll talk to her. Just make sure she don't change her mind. Get that key. Well, Miss Marbury, we got something to say to you. Poirot insists.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Be understanding? Indicate that it is illegal? I mean, she gonna mess with evidence.
You rented the same room to two people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But I didn't harm anyone. I was only helping everybody out.
Who's everybody? Is that it? What was the point of knowing that?
Mr. Custer's room is right there on the 3rd floor.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
Alright. Oh. Let's see. Okay. He was either unpacking. Well, 6. Okay. Or. Alright. What are we looking for, Poirot?
The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
His underwear?
Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
I wonder why he didn't care about the other murders.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Okay. He's organized. Kind of.
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Man, he was ready. He was like gonna do this for a while. What's in this box?
It's closed.
Open it! Do we have a warrant?
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Alright, where's the second clue? Search Cuss room. Da. Where was Cuss at the time of the Bexhill murders? We can't do that yet. But wait.
It's closed.
Oh, we can't. Okay, but our second clue, Poirot. We always get our clues, my guy.
ABC. It's closed.
That's weird. Do we need a box cutter to open that obviously easily openable thing? Oh, what? Almost forgot to check myself out. Every mirror counts. Oh, this must be his throat medicine. Let's see.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject will probably be useful to me.
His medicine? What about this one? It's a sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
Even laudanum, like,
This subject will probably be useful to me.
it's like a Victorian medicine, like it makes you loopy. I've seen it in harlots. Alright, check his bed.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Is it though? A real mess? We should see my place. Crockery in a mess. His bed is slightly disheveled, slightly misaligned bed. Oh, the chair. Scruffy coat.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Sure, I guess. If you're in the military.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
I figured that I think Poirot does have actual OCD though, so I can understand his observation of this. Oh wow, his ink was getting pretty messy.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester.
Silky
To
legs.
A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Oh yeah, that's it. Also, looks like he got that typewriter from work. What's this?
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
What? Well, if she was cleaning, she probably would have cleaned it up.
Did Cust drop it?
This knife, it looks sus.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
He only used a knife in one
This
murder
subject
so far.
would probably be useful to me.
Yeah, we need it to open that box, apparently, Poirot.
It's an ABC.
Which he has dozens of. Oh, are these bullets?
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left.
Okay.
It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Very interesting.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Oh, because it says something on there? Okay. Alright, I don't know much about old typewriters. But, oh, Mr. Poirot, I'm quite sorry for you.
Something is blocking the ribbon.
This?
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
I'm sure we can use our knife.
A long-bladed knife.
Can't I? Poirot.
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
Apparently we can't use the knife for this. Must be on these, other things. Okay. Alright, oh,
The left-hand heel has been removed.
perfect. Now we'll just do the right.
The right-hand heel has been removed.
Okay, Poirot. Alright. Woohoo!
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Alright, so what do we,
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
oh, that's right. Because of the stuff. Alright, let's open this box. Oh wait, aren't I? Yeah. Able?
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
Maybe.
Stockings.
Oh, the stockings, yeah.
Stockings.
That's it? That's all we found in there? I thought that was gonna prove that he went to Bexel.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Alright, so that's cool. He has that up. He's proud of himself. But we still need to find, like, proof he went to Bethlehem or whatever. You know the spot.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not
we
very
know this.
concerned about order and balance.
We need to prove where was Cust at the time of the Bexel murder. I've got this key. That's just his key to his room. Am I not done searching his room? I'm not sure. I've looked at everything. I guess we put the knife back. That's interesting.
I've finished with this subject. John Milligan, Managing Director. Dear Sir, further to regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as follows.
This is just
This
for...
letter establishes that Cust went to Andover.
I know, I need to... I don't know how to... I'm not sure, because usually Poirot will be like, let's put our brain cells to work. Or whatever. We looked at his bed. We looked at ourselves. A man likes his phone books. Right, maybe I can do it already, but I don't think so. Let me see if it'll let me. Where was Cust at the time of the Bexel murder? The one by the beach. Cust's room was rented to someone else. That's right. He wasn't there. Key to... Okay, I have the key. Bexel local paper dating from the day of Betty's murder was found in Cust's room. Oh, was it? I thought that he only had one after the murder at the the rich guy's house. Miss Marbury repaired the bathing dress at the start of July. He's got the thing though. Cust was probably in Bexel on the day of the murder. Yeah. Okay.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Piece of cake. Now what, Poirot? We've searched his room. I mean, can we leave?
It is not the right time.
Poirot, we need to get out of here. What else do you want to do in this place? Do you want to clean his dishes? What else is there to look at that I'm not seeing?
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
You have very high standards, my man. I'm thinking like, oh wait, there's something on the ground. Ah, almost missed that. Oh, the blood.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
I mean, I guess back then you don't have DNA, huh? Test the blood. Because that will be like, then you'll know like how long it's been there and stuff like that. Let's go.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Huh, that's it.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Okay. Talk to Jack. Alright. Oop, well, I didn't mean to get this close to you, my man. Forward. Poirot. Chill out. Oh, wait, there's a piano over here.
It is a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
Didn't even notice that. Okay.
I had best talk to Jap.
Oh, no. Okay, I was trying to make an observation because they gave me the option.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for.
I really feel like we just...
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
He's definitely guilty. Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Yes, because Cust was in Charleston on the day of Sir Clark's murder. All the letters were sent from his typewriter. Cust was in Bexhill on the day of Betty Bernard's murder. I guess not. He keeps the newspapers that talk about the murder. Yes. He has the knife like the one used as... We don't have enough evidence for that. He lied about his destination. Cust was in Andover on the day that the... Yes. All of these, well, he suffers from... He brings it... Okay, that's not important. He had blood on him. He has ABC guides at home. Okay, we're focusing on all 3 victims. So... Yes. Cust was in all the towns. Are there any common points between Cust and the killers? They all got throat problems. Right? Are there any common points between Cust... Oh, and the killer. I cannot read. Are there any common points between Cust and the killer? He is the killer. Okay, he has the same typewriter where all the murderer things came from. He keeps the newspapers. Oh, he has all the ABC guides. He had blood on him? No, too obvious. He had a knife similar? Yeah. He could have committed these crimes. Absolutely. A good lawyer probably could get him off, though. Is Cust's behavior suspicious? You know, he lied about where he was and he had blood on him. Guilty.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However,
That's true.
the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
Yeah.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A
Yeah.
familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without
And
wanting to.
his were
Très
premeditated.
intéressant. I shall remember that.
He literally has extra
Right.
phone
I'll
books
go and examine the suspect's room.
just for this.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Okay, job. Go to Scotland Yard. Alright.